Welcome to Hard on Business. This is a show for founders, creators, and operators in adult and sexual wellness. Every week, we sit down with the people building real businesses in the one industry everyone uses and almost nobody wants to talk about. I'm your host, Johannes Kanter. So my guest today built a premium adult brand in one of the toughest places imaginable to build. And it's a conservative market where he wasn't even allowed to run normal ads. He's the founder and CEO of Cleopatra, one of the Bulgaria's leading premium adult brands. And he also runs a top SEO agency on the side. He grew the whole thing on search content and sheer stubbornness, like he said. So Boris Donchev, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So before we get into the hard stuff about business and talk about the challenges, let's give people a quick version of who are you, how do Cleopatra and agency fit together, and what is basically your story?
Yeah, thanks. Basically, you told most of the things. I run two businesses. One of them is the digital marketing agency Max Digital, which provides SEO services exclusively. We specialize in critical SEO, and we resolve hard cases in terms of traffic drops, sales drops, penalties, bad migrations, everything that nobody wants to work and nobody has a solution for it. We take it under our projects and we do our best to resolve those problems. For Cleopatra, this is the business that we're gonna talk about most today. We're premium wellness, sexual wellness brand, and we have 3 physical stores in Sofia. And we have really interesting story in terms of development because we started from basically nothing in terms of knowledge and skills, and now we're one of the leading shops here in Bulgaria.
Amazing to hear. So I don't know that much about Bulgaria other than the fact that Bulgaria won the Eurovision this year, but I've heard that most people wouldn't put Bulgaria and premium sex shop in the same sentence. And how did that even start for you?
It started back at 12-18. Uh, Actually, I didn't plan to open adult store. We planned opening something really different, but we we didn't do those ideas. And the idea for adult shop came like a joke at first. But then I thought like, well, this is interesting. There's probably something to it.
Mm.
And I give it a quick thought, like 1 week or something. And 1 month later, we opened our first shop. So yeah, we basically everything we rushed. We found the local suppliers for our goods. We ordered some web development for our store. I had zero digital marketing knowledge and zero programming knowledge, and basically this was the start of my second career as a digital marketer.
Mm.
So yeah, I actually learned marketing to save money from the digital
Yeah.
marketing services that were expensive for me back then.
Right. And well, this shows about the hard parts of building business, and your started early with the banks, right? If we just talk about how you were collecting payments, and well, with high risk, we always know that payments is a big part, and which providers you use and so on. When was the first moment when you realized that selling adult products made you a high risk in the let's say the financial institution eyes?
Yeah. Actually, I always knew that this business had its, how to say it, dark sides that are gonna show sooner or later, but
Hmm.
they always show up unexpectedly and in ways you couldn't even imagine. You said in payments, for example, firstly, we collected only cash, but I remember a specific story about this Indian guy that came in our store, and he
Uh-huh.
spent a lot of money, a lot of money. This was our first big client that wanted
Right.
a lot of things, and he wanted to pay with cards, and we didn't have a POS terminal.
Mm.
Uh, so yeah, we made him go to the cash terminal to take cash and pay it to us. And this made me quickly to connect our bank and get POS terminal for our stores.
Hmm.
This was easy. The hard part was getting a virtual POS terminal for our online store.
Hmm.
Uh, we contacted our bank manager. He said everything's okay, you're gonna file requests. We did it and we got rejected, which was strange because our manager was really high in their structure. So he was surprised as well.
Hmm.
So we started going from bank to bank. Everywhere they said this cannot happen, this is a high risk business. We went to one of the largest banks in Bulgaria, uh, and they said everything's okay, we're going to give you the virtual POS.
Mm.
The girl contacted her manager just to approve the deal, and the manager said no. Without checking anything, just
Yeah.
single-handedly, this guy decided no. And we are a legit business. We have the company, we have the paperwork, we have everything. There was nothing shady going on. Yeah,
Did they even give any reason like we will not do
no,
it because
no.
of this reason? No, just no.
No, no, nobody
Yeah.
gives you anything.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Crazy.
I learned that they have this background um, criteria for some businesses, and our business at that time was considered high risk, which is absurd, to be honest. So yeah, how things ended, we actually received the virtual POS terminal in the end. One of our biggest competitors, I'm slash partners in Bulgaria actually helped us.
Hmm.
They contacted their bank and they told these guys are okay. You can work with them, and we switched banks and they gave us everything.
Amazing. So
Yeah,
was that also like the reason that you already had some sort of partnership with this let's say competitor, or was it just like kind of another peer in the industry helping out another like industry? Because it's
yeah,
not, let's say, the first thing a competitor want to do is to have help your competitor, right?
of course, yeah. I'm actually really surprised with my uh, relationship with some of my competitors because we went to them with the idea to buy goods from them at a wholesale price. And they were kind enough to suggest to not go with their franchise, but to build our own store.
Mm.
They provided us a really good price. They gave us tips on where to build our shop because we wanted it to be more discreet, more secluded space. And the Boris, his name is also Boris.
Mm.
There's another guy in the industry that's also Boris. So yeah, our name is common here for this niche. But he said, no, you're not going to do discreet. You're gonna put your store directly on the main boulevards in this area. And this is one of the best advices. This is the best advice that anyone has given me, because if I made the store at the location that I wanted at first, it was probably going to fail not long after.
Mm.
So yeah, this is my relationships with them. We do not work together anymore because I do my own stocking of products, but we still meet at events. We still, I mean, corporate events for the niche in foreign countries. So yeah, we're really friendly oriented.
Mm. Yeah. That's very good to hear, and I think like a lot of people in this industry, they are very helpful and like, let's say, easygoing with partners and competitors. At least into my experience, I haven't seen anybody
Yeah,
being like super.
not everyone.
Okay.
Actually, the business is separated in, let's say, in two ways. There is another one, but it has nothing to do with the business as it is. Uh, we have the premium adult shops that offer experience, that offer high quality products, that prioritize service and quality over anything. They're more boutique, to say. There are these other shops that they prioritize, how to say, low quality products because they are lower price, a lot of sales, a lot of supplements that are not known and not approved for selling. And those are the two kinds of shops. The second one I do not consider a threat and a competitor because my clients would never go into that kind of shop and they
Mm.
would never buy something from this kind of shop. So yeah, my target audience is looking specifically for me and for other stores in this category, not the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the basically how the business is built here on the Balkans, not only Bulgaria.
Yeah, yeah, got it. And talking about suppliers, what is your current, let's say, strategy and how this has evolved in terms of, where do you buy the product and like what do you plan to do next in terms of like product development and so on? What is the what has been the involvement in that section for the business?
Yeah, the involvement historically, uh, there was this local supplier that did their own brand supplements, pills, creams, and those kinds of stuff. But back then, their digital marketing, uh, everyone's digital marketing was straightforward shit.
Mm,
And I was a guy that wanted everything for himself. And you know, um, I studied digital marketing and I went into the industry and my stock was perfect. I was ranking everywhere and I sold their product a lot.
mm,
Uh, so I sold their product so much that probably I have started selling more of their own brand than they sell it.
mm,
And which is good for them. The
of
first
course.
reaction is this is great for them. They're gonna sell more through me. But they decided to call me one Monday morning. I remember it. I was still sleeping, and I pick up the phone, and there was this girl that politely told me, "We're from adult store, whatever,
Mm,
and I want to inform you that we're going to stop working with you."
okay.
And but this was my same reaction. I just asked why,
Mm,
and she told me that they're stopping selling, they're stopping their business, and back then I offered on the phone, can I buy your business?
mm,
But but she answered something different. I don't know. This is not something I would know. I will speak to someone, and this is how it ended. After
mm,
2 months, I saw they had a brand new store and sold their products exclusively. So yeah, that was something interesting. But at that time, this uh, um, this made an emptiness on my shelves because I sold a lot of their products. So I found another products for to replace them for a short time. And this is the moment I remember it's really good how I spent like 70 plus hours researching distributors, manufacturers, and contacting every one of them on email, on phone, and I'm talking to them that were this big brand. I lied to them a little, but I wanted someone
yeah.
to spare us 5 minutes to talk to me 5 minutes. It worked. Actually, it worked. One of the best partners I managed to find back then. Um, of course, I told them about the story that I liked the first time I met them. They
Mm,
were laughing. It's no problem because they approve not the business but the people.
yeah.
So yeah, I was going to get approved either way. It was in my head.
Mm,
So yeah, I started with replacing only this products, like 10% of my every of everything I have as a product.
mhm,
Then my goal was to do like 20-30% of everything. We achieved it. It was 50 then, and sooner or later we started. 100% to buy everything ourselves and stop depending on local suppliers.
Hmm.
And actually, we became a supplier. We sell to some other stores. We provide them with goods. Um, you asked me about how we're planning to develop. Right now, we do some products that are our own brand. Um, so yeah, the development in the next 2, 3 years is to start um, a line of 5 or 6 or 7 categories of products that is our own brand,
Hmm.
and try to sell it nationwide.
Hmm. Did you have like some sort of testing phase as well when you were going to import? And what like how did you even find those like businesses where to import from?
I found them from Google searches.
Okay, classic.
No, no, not only Google searches, but I went to other stores and I look at their products and read the labels who manufactured them.
Ah,
When I
that's
found
smart.
who manufactured them, I contacted manufacturers and they sent me to their distributors in Europe. Was there a testing phase? Mm, Everything was a test. I didn't accept it as a test. We
Hmm.
just did business. We were trying to survive. We were trying to resolve problems, so we can resolve the client's problems.
Hmm.
And basically, it was with us. It was win or lose,
Yeah,
no in the middle.
yeah.
I to be honest, I absolutely didn't know what I was doing. Uh, of course, I had people who I could talk about those kinds of things. I had moral support from other people that knew more than me, uh, but everything was purely instinct and
Yeah.
trying to do good business with everyone.
I think that's a good thing that one entrepreneur can have is to have this like gut feeling and really like trust it and like do like just judgments based on what your feeling tells you like what to do, right? So I think that's a very good. And like looking back, what would you say is like your main lesson learned from like being in the supply chain and like switching from one supplier to the other? Like, what would you say that the main lesson was for you?
At first, my first reaction is to say that you should not depend on other parties. But this is mission impossible. You cannot be fully independent. For example, I now use payment providers. One is Stripe.
Right.
I'm dependent by Stripe. If they say tomorrow we cannot offer you this service anymore, I cannot do anything. So the best lesson I learned is that I have to engage my partnerships. I have to know the people, not the company, but the people behind it.
Mm,
For most of my partnerships now from the Netherlands, Spain, Germany, and other countries that I work with, I know the CEOs, I know the marketing teams. I talk to them, I give them ideas, they give me ideas, because I'm a person that's, mm, how to say it, you know, there are people that go to a show in the context, let's say from my experience, a lot of people go to these erotic shows that are for products. It's like a
mm,
big expo for erotic
mhm.
products.
Yeah.
It's actually really interesting. Everybody's probably thinking that it has a lot of hard stuff are going there. No,
Mhm.
it's strictly business. It was really fun the first time I went. So there are people that go and they offer them a new line of products and they're like, do you have a second color? Do you have uh, more vibrations with it? Can you offer it with strawberry flavor? Things that nobody cares about. But I go to those people and I pull them aside and I'm like, I have this team of 3 people. We want to sell your brand better. Can you make us a personal training online for my store? Can you give us some materials? Can you give us your sales practices? How you sell better in this country or this country?
Mm.
Um, can you make something especially for us? Do you have a system you follow? What benefits do you provide in your stores? Because and people when they hear those questions, they're like, "Pff, this is outside of the box," and they like me and they talk to me because we have to what to talk about.
Yeah.
Um, I remember the last time when I went to this kind of show, we had time slots, and I had with my sales manager and with the CEO of this big partner we have, Shots Europe. I sat with my sales manager, and his job was to understand what I needed and what he can do for me. But I went to him with a presentation, what we're planning to do in terms of what we're investing right now, what we're planning to invest more, what growth we're planning, and what do we want from them for this to happen and work for them and work for us. And he was like, this nobody has done this ever.
Mm.
And actually everything that I wanted, they did it.
Mm.
Uh, so yeah, this is the most important stuff to not go to those kinds of events just to talk to people, drink, and see something new, but to take knowledge and to know, especially know your partners,
Yeah,
their
I think
families, and yeah,
that's very very well said there. That you don't want just to be a number on somebody's spreadsheet and just another customer who just orders
of
and without
course,
no personal relationship. Because this like business is run by people, and you want to be close to the people that run the business, right? And I think if you're one of those like resellers who really like make an effort to stand out, then they will also like show you more attention, and the more attention you get from them, the easier your business will be, right? So it's like a little bit like how much you're giving is how much you're receiving. Like if you're giving them a lot to show what you want to do and how you want to do, then of course they're gonna give the same back to you. So I think
of
that's
course, yeah.
it's very very well said. So moving a little bit forward now from Cleopatra, you have plans to start like moving more towards like wellness and education. Why this change is happening, and can you walk us through a little bit what has like driven this let's say direction for your business?
Yeah, I feel that this is the right direction for my business as a business to grow.
Hmm.
We actually aren't changing the core part of the business. The adult store is still adult store. We're doing a lot of improvements there in terms of knowledge base and sales tactics and employee benefits, trainings, and everything. But the business itself, if I wanted to grow and to make more and be more distinguishable, uh, it has to develop. There is no other mm, way actually. So this is not actually we're not changing anything. We're just doing something else, which includes our old business. So sexual wellness is something we're going to work a lot in the next from the next year and in the next few years. Let's say 3, 4. We're going to develop it, and
Yeah.
we're planning actually really interesting things. I cannot be really specific because it's something we're still discussing and developing as ideas, but we're planning the stores to be one part of the whole business. Uh, and this is needed. It's this is needed for the Balkans because we had here we're not like the other countries. There are a lot of open-minded countries like the Netherlands, Spain, Germany even, uh, that selling toys is easier.
Hmm.
Um, but here we had communism. This played a big role in the people's mindset and how they think and how they approach new things. Not only for my business, about everything. Um, So yeah, this is something we're gonna try to work more strategically, so we can shape the next generation of people that are gonna come. Not only to develop our business, but to develop the mindset of people,
Mm,
uh, because there are a lot of positives that can come from it. Better sex education, better parenting, better prevention of unwanted parenthood, and all kinds of stuff. And happy people
mm,
make good decisions. Unhappy people make bad decisions for other people.
yeah,
So this is this is the essence of my uh, how to say it,
the,
fuel.
the motivation, yeah, to change, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. That's very, yeah, that's very, very good to hear. And I like, for me, it's truly inspiring to hear people like in this industry doing that and having like this kind of bigger picture or this vision of like moving the industry forward, not just like finding different ways to like monetize it more, you know, for themselves. And I think that's very good for overall the industry. So I want to ask about something you posted on LinkedIn recently, that this
Mhm.
is Cleopatra's like hardest year so far, like the currency switch, inflation, people thinking about survival instead of intimacy. How real is the pressure right now, and what's the feeling?
The feeling is really bad. I had a lot of sleepless nights, and actually, I spent a lot of time, uh, how to say it, locked from ideas. I didn't have anything to. I couldn't think about anything I could do to fix things, which
Mm,
is really stressing. How real it is? It's actually really real. Our business actually is really, how to say it, dependable on people's current stress levels. For example, if everything's good, people have money, they have stability. Uh, Companies are investing in the country, it develops. People don't have what to do, and they're thinking of how to make more children. They're thinking about their partners. They
mm,
have time for this. But when you have money pressures, when you have war pressures, because we live at the times that we have, I think, two official or three something
mm,
wars that are going on. There are probably more that we haven't heard
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Probably, I don't know. But instead of thinking of what to do with my wife this weekend, should I take her to Greece on an island and spend time with her, um, or your partner? Everybody has preferences. Um, People are thinking of how I can save more money. Will money be relevant if some nuclear war starts? What can I do to defend my family? Uh, will I have the money to buy this new car or to fix my car? Shouldn't I start using public transport? They're thinking about of other things that are causing stress. Stress is the mood killer that kills our business also.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we had a lot of those factors. We changed our currency. We had the Bulgarian currency left. Now we are with the euro. There are wars. There are migrations of people. Prices went really, how to say it? If something cost 10
Mm,
euro
yeah.
before we migrated, before those problems, now it costs 20 euro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are not buying the luxury products anymore.
Mm,
Uh, for 7 years, we haven't risen the prices of our products massively. I mean, the whole gamma of everything. For the past year and a half, we were forced to do it 2 times,
mm-hmm.
which is really absurd. So yeah, the pressure is real. How to say it? My prophecy for everything is that in the next 4 to 6 months, things will start to stabilize a bit for people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it depends on the governments also, but this is what I think it will happen.
Yeah. Well, it's good, always good to have a positive outlook to the next year and so on. Otherwise, it's it's kind of depressing to run the business if it's like always like you think about it going down. So we have to
Yeah,
stay
it's
positive.
really depressing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of depressing. I cannot hide it. It's really depressing.
All right. So on another topic, I wanted to talk a little bit about marketing because my background also is heavily in marketing, and I've been doing SEO, paid ads, like all sorts of different marketing things for I think now 10 plus years for sure, maybe even a bit more. You built Cleopatra entirely on SEO because you couldn't run ads, like we have restrictions for running ads. So what did adult SEO teach you that normal SEO would never?
A lot of things. There are a lot of hidden things. I would say experimenting. Uh, because a lot of the great things that I found out that work are not written in any guidelines. Uh, this is even before Google's new. They are not new, but people treat them as new. They are quality standards.
Hmm.
Right now, there is a lot of knowledge, which is great. But back then, there was not a lot of knowledge. Everything was experimentations, and I still can think outside of the box and um, go into hypothesis if something would work, if something is blocking or something is doing anything. It's hard to explain. It's a strategical and logical thinking that you cannot teach it. You just learn it uh, from problems you solve. Adult SEO teaches us that um, there are there are other ways because there are some things that work differently in the adult niche in terms of catalogs, in terms of micro optimizations. For example, there's optimization to um, if your website has this tag that says the website is for adults only, you get a little bit of boost.
Mm,
Um, and because other websites they don't
interesting.
have it, and but every site is filtered either way. But when you have this tag, you get a little bit more chance to rank better.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I cannot think of something specifically uh, because I don't have problem to solve.
Hmm.
If I had a problem to solve, probably I would give something
Yeah.
more specific.
But in terms of like SEO, you would still follow the same good old industry practices to post high quality, long term content, acquire natural, relevant backlinks, make sure that your site loads fast, all the yada yada yada. It's still right there, right? You're not
W-
doing anything specific around that.
Yeah, for me, this is actually the basic web standards that every website should meet.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, five, not 5, 10 years ago, it was something you would do strategically to boost your ranks. Uh, Not all of the thing. We all know that there was a time that quality didn't mean ranking. It was quantity. But this is not the case anymore, uh, from my experience. And those things, to have a fast website, to have a quality content, to have all your policies in order, understandable for clients, to not have your website blocked by any kinds of bots or crawlers or those kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
This is a must-have basic web standard for me. Uh, so yeah, for me, SEO is getting easier because there's not a lot of things we can do anymore.
Yeah.
We have these main things that we need to develop. It needs strategy, but we're shifting more to consultants that uh, improve things and do things that increase the lifetime value of the clients and the conversion rate instead of chasing rankings, which only makes me happier because there are a lot of tasks that we aren't doing anymore, and it's not needed to do them anymore. Algorithms are smart enough not to. mm, not to make mistakes anymore.
Yeah.
And still they make a lot of mistakes, which is surprisingly shocking.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, SEO for us is always changing, but the core itself is always the same.
Yeah. Well, I'm super interested also to hear your thoughts about AI and how this is eating into search right now, because you also work with your own agency as well, and you take this SEO emergency, like you mentioned, I think before. Is like how do you see AI shaping the, let's say, adult SEO, but like say let's say overall SEO as well, and what is your honest read on it?
Honestly, uh, I treat current AI models as new search engines.
Hmm.
Uh, so basically, they do a lot of more, yes, but people still search the same way they searched in Google and in Bing. Uh, Gemini feeds its database from Google. ChatGPT feeds its database from Bing. Um, yes, there are some different key factors that they're considering for suggesting a website, but it's not something that SEOs didn't do beforehand.
Hmm.
They just need to focus on different things more for those search engines, AI search engines, let's say. I'm saying it like this because people call them in a lot of different ways, but I call everything a search engine because currently it's the basic user uses AI models for search. He doesn't use it to solve complex tasks and to automate things or
Yeah.
half automate things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, mm, it for me, AI changed a lot because uh, we managed to automate a lot of tasks we do. In the past, we have had a programmer with us to make scripts um, so we can work with big databases with keywords, positions, pages, and those kinds of stuff, and traffic analysis. Right now, we can do this easily with ChatGPT, with
Yeah.
Quote.
Yeah.
Uh, there are a lot of things in terms of writing technical instructions that we do with AI. So yeah, AI made things easier for us, and it's still making it. But I'm not a fan of fully automation of AI because we did this experiment. We had this project that we had to do an SEO audit for it,
Mhm.
um, and I was like, okay, test, let's really test what it can do, and we made the a full audit with ChatGPT, and I made the full audit of myself. Uh, yes, ChatGPT did really great in handling the things that it knows it should be there. But I found some hidden def links in the code. I have found some code that blocks certain things. I have found
Mm.
files that return 404s. And
Yeah.
those are some files that load from a JavaScript
Mm.
or something like this. This
Right.
is something that they cannot see. And even if they see it, they wouldn't know it's a problem.
Mhm.
This is one example of how human, uh, human, not mind, but human experience, uh, can be more creative and can think more outside of the box of the AI.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing AI anytime soon replacing um, technical SEO experts that are really experts, not people that have
Yeah.
bought $15 course from Udemy, let's say.
Yeah.
Uh, Nothing against those people, but there are some cases that you need someone with a lot of more experience.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree. I agree. I think the age of AI has made a lot of people who are not experts in the industry feel like they're experts in the industry because whatever the chat returns to you for a prompt, it feels accurate. And if you don't know more, if your experience is limited by the experiences that you have had, then you don't know if it's like false or not. But if you are the expert, if you have spent years, maybe decades even in the industry, and you can like critically go through the result of the prompt and feel that, okay, this is helpful, but it's not like 100% accurate. And that's what I
yeah.
think really matters. So to really wrap up, I would just like to ask you a few last suggestions, and maybe also some words of wisdom, sort of say, for other founders in the space who maybe are just like starting out. They might be also isolated and rejected by the providers, not being able to run the ads or whatever. So what's the one thing that you would tell them if they're just like starting up and they're like struggling and feeling like, wow, this business is really hard?
Yeah. To be honest, what business is not hard?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, everything is hard. My best advice for them is to go out, get out of the 24/7 working schedule and go to some events, go to networking events, meet other businessmen, meet people that are higher or on your level. There are a lot of clubs that people go and they network together, they do business together, they become friends and they share contacts. Those people will have the contacts you need to get out of mm, um, any mess, to say. I'm part of some kind of I'm part of one system with businesses that we meet. We meet with those people every week.
Mhm.
We talk, we share what's new with us, and yeah, if anyone needs something, we tell it. And there are a lot of times that the person next to me says, "Oh, he's my neighbor. I can
Mhm.
contact you directly," and gives me the number of the person for a client, for something, for a car dealership, for a banking agent, or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you need. Your contacts will probably know someone. So this is something I would have started at least 5 years earlier. I started it 2 years, 2 years ago,
Mhm.
3.
Yeah. So networking really is everything. You
Networking,
didn't.
yeah. Know
Yeah,
people, know your contacts, know people, and know your competitors.
yeah,
If they're friendly enough to be your friends.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and if people would like to know you more and find more about yourself and Cleopatra and the SEO business that you run, what would be the best place where they could contact you and get in touch with you, basically? Yeah.
Uh, for me, if you want to contact me personally, you can always try to find me on LinkedIn. I am active there. And you can go to Max Digital's official website. It's maxdigital.bg. Uh, you can contact us. There, I'm more involved in the administration and the new clients that come. So, yeah, actually, if anyone wants to contact me for anything, LinkedIn is the best place for it because I check it every day.
Yeah. Well, Borislav, it was great to have you. Thanks for coming on Hard on Business show. If you are building also something hard in the industry and you want more of these conversations, follow the podcast Hard on Business wherever you're listening, and also find Faster Payments on LinkedIn. And see you next time with a new guest. Bye bye.